Well, you heard there in the tone of those MPs, those politicians speaking out, just how deep the disagreements run. This is about fundamental issues for many of these parties, as in what are the rights of foreigners in France as opposed to French nationals in France. And some on the left are saying, this is a very slippery slope if you start giving preferential treatment to French nationals. So this is why the arguments went on late into the night. They had to be suspended several times. They've restarted this morning. We are hearing that a deal should be reached soon. We're expecting that. The French Prime Minister, Elisabeth Borne, has been here trying to rally her troops as well. So this is, very long and detailed tractations about what kinds of benefits people arriving in France should be able to claim and after how much time. So it's going right down to the details. But beyond those details, this is a political power struggle, a tug of war for who is really controlling this flagship law. I mean, this is the Macron's government has been aiming to get this through for quite some time. It's been withdrawn, it's been voted down by both the left and the right. It's a real political minefield. And if it doesn't get through this committee stage, if it doesn't get through Parliament, that will be a big humiliation for the French president and his government.
Catherine, President Macron still has 3.5 years in power. His mandate runs out in 2027. What might this mean for his party's ability to rule moving forward? Is this party splitting in two?
It looks like Macron's ruling centrist party, Renaissance, is effectively split in two. We're seeing these divisions. In fact, one MP from that centrist party was heard saying that Macronism doesn't exist anymore. So his ideology is collapsing because I don't know if our viewers remember when he was first elected for his first time in 2017, he became famous for saying en même temps, at the same time, trying to bring together elements from the right and from the left of French politics and forge this pragmatic, centrist way through. Now, there seem to be few people here in Parliament who believe that can still happen. Things are very divided on left-right lines. And in the public as well. Remember, over past years, we've seen huge demonstrations, the yellow vests in Macron's first term, and then just last year, this past year, over pension reforms, numbers taken to the streets again. So it seems this kind of centrist vision doesn't seem to be holding up, and it does pose questions about whether there's going to be real political paralysis going forward for the next 3.5 years. Macron's party doesn't have an overall majority here in the lower house of Parliament, so we could see many of these battles shaping up in future.